Hello. So today's lesson, we're going to be looking at calculating angles on a straight line and angles around a point. We're going to start with our times table starter. So just have a go at these and pause while you're doing them. Welcome back. So let's have a look at the answers. Just mark in your own. Okay, so our first set of questions we're going to be looking at is about angles on a straight line. So if you can see this fact here, angles on a straight line, make sure you copy that down. It's really important that we remember that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. See from my diagram there, we've got an angle A and an angle B. They're on a straight line, so they add up to 180. Okay, so let's do our side heading examples. We're going to have a look at a few. So here's our first one. So we are needing to find this missing angle that we are going to call that X. Okay, so because we know that those two angles must add up to 180 degrees, all we say is 180 minus 70 is 110. So our angle X must equal 110 degrees. Let's look at our second example then. Okay, so we've got, I'm going to call this angle X as well. So we know that X plus 85 must equal 180 degrees. So we're going to say 180 minus 85. So can't take 5. Oops, I don't know why it's done that. Keeps doing this. So I borrowed 1 from the 7 to make that 10. So 10 take away 5 is 5. Now I can't take 8 away from 7, so I'm going to need to take 1 away from there. So we've got 17, take away 8, which is 9. So that tells us then that this angle X is equal to 95 degrees. So let's just look at one more example then. Here we've got this straight line separated into 3 parts, but we're still trying to find out what X is. So all we've got to do is just one extra job, is just firstly add those two known angles up. Okay, so we'd say 80 plus 60. So 8 plus 6 is 14, so we can have 4 and carry that 1 over to 140. Then we would need to say, well, we know our total is 180. We're going to take 140 away from that. So we've got 0 there. 8 take away 4 is 4. 1 take away 1 is 0. So we've got 40 here. So we can see that our angle X is equal to 40 degrees. Okay, so side heading main task 1. So let's find our angles here, our missing angles. You must show your working, so using column addition and subtraction. And once you have, just pause while you're working on them, and then we'll come back and we can mark our own. Okay, so welcome back. Here's our answers here. So make sure you've marked them correctly and make sure you can see you're working. So let's look at our next set of questions. We've got angles around a point. So it's worth you copying this down, angles around a point add up to 360 degrees. Okay, so I've got A, B, C, and D here, and they all add up to 360. Okay, so let's look at a couple of examples. So we've got our fourth example now, example 4. Okay, we've got 3 angles there around a point. We know they must add up to 180. We've got a missing angle here that we're going to call X. So firstly, I need to add up the 2 known angles. So I've got 92 and 124. Add those together. So 2 plus 4 is 6. 9 plus 2 is 11. So we've got 1. We're going to carry 1. And we've got 1 plus 1 is 2. And then because we know the total must be 360, we're going to take that 216 away from 316. So these questions are really good practice for our column addition and column subtraction. So 0 take away 6 we can't do, so we're going to take 1 away from here. So we've got 10 here. 10 take away 6 is 4. Then we've got 5 take away 1 is also 4. And then we've got 3 take away 2 is 1. So we know that X is 144 degrees. Let's have a look at our next example. So looking for our missing angle, we'll call it X again. Really call it anything you like. So our first job is adding up our known angles. So we've got 255. Having trouble writing with this. This is a brand new device. We've got 255 plus 30. No, it isn't. I'm going to start again, okay? So we're 255 plus 30. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. And 2 plus nothing is 2. And we know we've got our total is 360. I'm going to take 285 away from 360. So 0 take away 5 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow 1 from here, which is going to be 10. So 10 take away 5 is 5. 5 take away 8 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow 1 from here now. And this is going to become 15. So I've got 15 take away 8, which is 7. Sorry about that. And then we've got 2 take away 2. So we've got X is equal to 75 degrees. Okay, so side heading now, main task 2. So find our missing angles. Again, make sure you show you're working. While we're working on these, we will we can pause the tape. So welcome back. Okay, so once you've marked your own side heading question, so we're going to look at this question here. So here we know that must be 90. And we call this missing angle J. So our first job is adding all of our known angles up. So we've got 2 plus 0 is 2, plus 3 is 5. We've got 8 plus 9 is 17, plus another 7 is 24. So we're going to have 4, carry that 2 over here. Then we know our total must be 360. I'm going to take 245 away from that. Okay, so 0 take away 5 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow 1 from here. And it's become 10. So 10 take away 5 is 5. 5 take away 4 is 1. 3 take away 2 is 1. So we know then that J is equal to 115 degrees. Okay, well, thank you very much. I will speak to you again soon. Goodbye.